Officer Maddox slammed the black woman onto the hood, snarling, "On your knees," unaware she was assaulting Captain Jasmine Wallace of Internal Affairs. Cameras were rolling. Case file complete. And in 90 seconds, Maddox would be in handcuffs, because this wasn't a traffic stop. It was a sting operation. And Jasmine? She came to end careers. The Arizona heat shimmered off the hood of Jasmine Wallace's Mercedes SUV as she sat parked beneath a jacaranda tree in a quiet Glendale neighborhood. She wasn't speeding. She wasn't trespassing. She was texting her husband back. "Thai or tacos tonight?" Then came the voice, sharp, disrespectful. "Step out of the car now or I'll make you." Jasmine looked up. The white officer at her window wore mirrored aviators and the kind of smirk that never belonged on a badge. No professionalism, no explanation, just pure arrogance dressed in uniform. "License and registration," the officer snapped. "May I ask what this stop is about?" Jasmine replied, voice measured. "Suspicious behavior. We got a call about a black female loitering, peeking into driveways." Jasmine blinked. "I'm sitting in my car, parked legally. You refusing to cooperate?" Jasmine moved with precision, slowly opened her glove box. Her hands were steady, trained. Across the street, a sprinkler sputtered to life. A neighbor peered through the blinds. The officer, Kelly Maddox, stepped closer, her voice dripping with disdain. "You people always have an excuse." That phrase landed like a slap. Jasmine didn't respond. Not yet. "Pop the trunk," Maddox ordered. Jasmine tapped the release. Maddox rummaged through bags until she held up a small plastic packet. "Cocaine. Looks like dinner's canceled." "That's not mine," Jasmine said quietly. "Tell it to the judge," Maddox smirked. "Think anyone's gonna believe you?" "They won't have to. This is all being recorded." Maddox froze. "Dashcam, body cam, 2 hidden cameras in my vehicle. You're on private property, officer." The tension shifted. A delivery driver stopped mid-step. Even the barking dog down the street went silent. "Take off your clothes," Maddox barked suddenly. Jasmine stared, didn't budge. "Search me, but do it by the book. I said on your knees." "You sure you want that on camera?" Maddox reached for Jasmine's wrist. That was her final mistake. "You're making history," Jasmine whispered. "Just not the kind you'll be proud of." As Maddox shouted into her radio, trying to spin a fake report, Jasmine reached into her blazer pocket. One badge, gold, Internal Affairs. Maddox took a step back. "Wait, what?" Jasmine stepped forward. "You're not just being watched. You're being evaluated." "I didn't know. This isn't fair." "No," Jasmine said coldly. "What's not fair is the dozens of people you violated who didn't have a badge to protect them." It was over. The Internal Affairs SUV rolled up quietly. 2 plainclothes officers stepped out. One of them cuffed Maddox without a word. The other gave Jasmine a respectful nod. But this hadn't started today. It had started 33 years earlier, when 9-year-old Jasmine stood on a sidewalk in Georgia watching her father, Marcus Wallace, be paraded in cuffs by white officers for a crime he didn't commit. He was a sanitation worker. His only crime was his uniform and his skin. Jasmine never forgot the look on his face: humiliation, rage, powerlessness. That day, she made a vow. "They'll never do this to me. And if they do it to anyone else, I'll be ready." She had kept that promise like scripture. Through high school debate teams where she dismantled racist arguments. Through a criminal justice degree where she learned to weaponize law. Through an academy that doubted her and precincts that tried to bury her. They nicknamed her the Cleaner. She didn't shout. She didn't threaten. She documented, investigated, waited. Officer Maddox had been on her list for 9 months. Dozens of complaints, body cam footage that disappeared, suspensions that never stuck. Jasmine built the case silently, until Maddox finally gave her what she needed, an on-camera assault. Now, as Maddox was driven away, Jasmine stood alone beside her car. She opened the glove compartment, not for documents, but for a folded letter. Her father's handwriting faded with time. Justice has to be louder than hate. Make sure it is, baby girl. She folded it back gently, started the engine. There were still names on her list, and she wasn't done. She didn't raise her voice. She raised the system that tried to break her. Comment, this is how you dismantle power, if you believe silence, backed by truth, is unstoppable.